Concern about the rising gun violence in Detroit is continuing to grow. Dozens of shootings in just a matter of days.
A triple shooting caught on surveillance video at a gas station at 7 Mile. The gunman still on the loose.
Then it was a very tense standoff with a gunman after a deadly shooting on the west side. A suspect barricaded for hours.
Well, tonight, Detroit's police chief calling this not only a Detroit problem, but a national problem. And he's telling Action News the COVID-19 outbreak is playing a role. 7 Action News reporter Brian Abel joining us now to show you what the chief says is contributing to the problem.
Well, the commander on scene here says that patience was police's greatest tool in this situation, especially knowing that the person inside had PTSD potentially, as well as a 3-year-old son inside. Ultimately, a peaceful outcome to another violent spark. And Police Chief James Craig says COVID may be playing a role.
It's scary. It make you not want to go anywhere.
You might think he's talking about COVID-19. Instead, the latest violence across Detroit. Just this morning, a shooting at another Coney Island, this one on Gratiot, followed by a fatal shooting of a 19-year-old on Dexter Avenue, leading to a standoff with a military veteran armed with what police called a paramilitary-style assault weapon.
We're in a time of this terrible COVID. We have people that have been cooped up. We have mental illness, PTSD, easy access to firearms, and no conflict resolution skills. Very dangerous.
Police believe the man who served overseas, one of 2 suspects, both now in custody. The veteran ultimately surrendering after roughly 9 hours. His 3-year-old son inside, unharmed. The man's uncle helping to stand him down.
I told him that that the media was here. I told him that his family was here. I told him that the church was here. And I told him that the community was here.
All this just a day after this shooting at a BP gas station. Police say substantial progress is being made on the investigation. And just 2 days ago, a triple fatal at another Coney Island. Police Chief James Craig telling 7 Action News this uptick in shootings not unique to Detroit, and the effects of the coronavirus could be playing a role.
And I believe this. My colleagues in other cities are saying it. The suspects now feel emboldened. So much so that if they get caught carrying a gun illegally, what's the worst case scenario? They're released on personal bond, $1 bail, or if somebody's incarcerated for a violent crime and they're reintroduced into the community prematurely. And so there are a number of factors.
And Chief Craig tells me that anywhere between 80 to 90 illegal guns have been pulled off the streets in the last 3 to 4 weeks. In at least one of these shootings, there are also indications of a connection to early release. For 7 Action News in Detroit, I'm Brian Abel.
And we're learning more.